So I'm going to do this as a trial test first video here, and maybe just update on my experience of opening an account with Canadian Western Trust. Anyway, I did open an account. They are a trust company. They can hold self-directed RRSPs. I think non-registered as well, but I'll have to get back to you on that. But anyway, I opened up an RRSP account with CWT, Canadian Western Trust. And what that allows you to do, which is really a really cool thing, is you can take your RRSP funds and you can actually decide as a private lender who you're going to loan them out to, like as a first mortgage, as a second mortgage. However, what they didn't explain to me up front were the guidelines. So in spite of the fact that I myself am participating in private lending, there is criteria that they have to meet based on the Income Tax Act because it's RRSP. So when you loan out your RRSP as a mortgage, first mortgage, second mortgage, it's private money. And I mean, 8% is a very, very cheap rate in today's market to loan out money. 10%. But you can get up to 12.5% for your money. Let's say if you want to loan somebody $40,000 because they're going to do a major renovation, before they don't want to break their mortgage to refinance because they still have like a year and a half left. They might look for private money for a year because in spite of paying more interest, that it can actually save them because the penalties for breaking a mortgage can be very severe in dollars and in heartache. Anyway, so what I found out was that there is criteria. There is a list of criteria that has to be met. Little boxes have to be checked off. So willy-nilly, I can't just decide that I'm going to loan random Joe Smith $40,000. We have to make sure that the loan I'm making him, if it's going to qualify for using my RRSP, that it can't be more than 90% of the value of the house. It can't push Joe Smith to owing more than 90%. So there has to still be a minimum of 10% equity left in the house. So if the house was worth $100,000, I couldn't loan him $40,000 to make him owing, say, a total of $97,000. I would have to make sure it was up to $90,000 only out of the 100. So now the other thing that I discovered that was a bit discovered the hard way, and which was a hiccup, was that that Canadian Western Trust will accept the tax assessed value instead of an actual appraisal. To me, this is utter madness because, having worked in real estate for 14 years, I well know that the tax value, what you're paying taxes on, 75% of the time is way below market value. 25% of the time, it's above market value. So why a lender would want to, I would never in a million years. Would you sell it for the assessed value? I mean, it's utterly insane. However, if they had explained that that was why they were asking for that assessed value like a month ago, I would have gone, oh man, I'm going to order a proper appraisal. So instead, this process has been dragged on about a month now. It was supposed to have closed a month ago, and they're saying that they can't do the loan to Joe Smith is not going to work because it's more than 90% of the assessed tax value. However, the assessed tax value, which says 369, is only barely above what was paid for the house 9 years ago. Yeah, 9 years ago. So don't tell the tax people that, though. I don't want to, cause anyone to pay more taxes than they have to. Anyway, we are back to square one of now having to order and wait for an appraisal, and to get all of this going and functioning would probably be, I would say, generally now we have to allow 10 banking days, business days, in order for financing to go through. And then they have to process the like go over the appraisal and make sure they agree with it and such and such. So it's going to delay the process at least another 2 weeks. Whereas, so anyway, if you're thinking of getting into any kind of private investing, please give me a call. I am working with the Forest Hill Mortgage Corporation now, as well as being a licensed broker in real estate in my 14th year. So the Forest Hill Mortgage Corporation, it has access to in the neighborhood of about 200 lenders, and they are a subsidiary of Dominion Lending, which is national. So that means that we're able to assist with the funding, financing on properties across Canada, which is really a great feature. And we also have access to a lot of private money through equity capital. So the principal broker running the mortgage division, who has the franchise with Dominion Lending, has this corporation equity capital. And so if you are an investor and you would like to have your money in really excellent hands, or if you are somebody who is involved in investing and flipping properties and you would like, short-term financing over a year with interest-only payments, please give us a call. I'd be happy to sit down and talk mortgage financing with you or talk real estate. Anyway, it's my first test video. I hope it's I hope it's of some use to someone, even if it's only for a good laugh.